Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
After Seth Rich released the DNC insider files, which arguably lost the 2016 election for Hillary Clinton, he was mysteriously killed in a late-night robbery, despite no belongings being taken. Many have suggested that Hillary herself was behind this murder, and countless others. It doesn't take too much digging to find conspiracy theorist sites and even relatively mainstream sources claiming that Hillary Clinton was behind numerous suicides and robberies which mysteriously and coincidentally tended to happen to political opponents and others who had crossed her. After Donna Brazile came out just days ago and informed Americans that the 2016 primary was rigged in Hillary Clinton's favor, it should come as no surprise that she's been absolutely terrified of mysteriously disappearing. Silence is consent previously reported the virtual media blackout occurring here. Donna Brazile, former CNN contributor, has made some absolutely incredible allegations that the Democratic National Committee rigged the 2016 primary in Hillary Clinton's favor, and yet ABC, NBC, and CBS evening newscasts completely failed to air this story. Millions of Americans are already aware of our political landscape and the corruption which has befallen it, but this takes the term corruption to a whole new level. Never would the American people suspect that one of their most powerful politicians would work with the DNC to ensure her own election. Hillary Clinton is widely suspected to have murdered anyone and everyone that's ever stood in her way, so after Donna Brazile just released this massive bombshell, many are wondering if she'll wind up dead or not. Matt Rich even tweeted out a shocking post, noting that Brazile was terrified of Hillary's snipers. Brazile writes she was haunted by murder of DNC Seth Rich, and feared for her own life. He said, adding that she shuts the blinds so that snipers could not see her. While millions of Americans are shocked at such a fact, many haven't even batted an eye. They're familiar with what goes on behind the scenes at the DNC. Philip Rucker of the Washington Post reports. Brazile writes that she was haunted by the still unsolved murder of DNC data staffer Seth Rich and feared for her own life, shutting the blinds to her office window so snipers could not see her and installing surveillance cameras at her home. She wonders whether Russians had placed a listening device in plants in the DNC executive suite. At first, Brazile writes of the hacking, top Democratic officials were encouraging us not to talk about it. But she says a wake-up moment came when she visited the White House in August 2016, for President Obama's 55th birthday party. National Security Advisor Susan E. Rice and former Attorney General Eric H. Holder Jr. separately pulled her aside to urge her to take the Russian hacking seriously, which she did, she writes. As President Trump continues pressuring traitors to see the light, more news of Democratic corruption is coming out by the second. Ever since he began campaigning, Donald J. Trump promised us that he would lock Hillary Clinton up in jail, for good. Now all that remains to be seen is whether he will keep his word. If you think that Hillary Clinton needs to go to prison for betraying our national interests, please give this article a share. Thank you and God bless.